What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Wild Week in Chapter 3, Season 1, because it has started, and for the next week, we have the bows back from Season 6. If you guys are unaware, they added back the mechanical boom bow, which is a bow, and when you shoot it, it explodes into multiple explosions. The mechanical stink bow, which creates gas similar to how the stink grenades were in the past. The mechanical fire bow, which light things on fire, and then the mechanical shockwave bow as well. And the spawn rate of these items is ridiculous. So the game is really crazy right now in public matches. Obviously, these items aren't in arena, and I'm just going to talk about what I think of these items, what I think of Wild Week, and the fact that there's going to be more than one Wild Week, apparently, according to leakers. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it informative, whatever, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below what you think of these Wild Week changes, because personally, I am not the biggest fan at all. That being said, you can play arena to get away from it. But me being someone who plays solos, I don't really like playing solo arena. It's really boring. I enjoy like duo or trio arena, but solo arena is just not it. So the but these bows are in the game again, and the game was already really chaotic in Chapter 3, Season 1, with the Spider-Man being utilized a bunch. People all over the place. We have items like the grenade launcher, and just grenades themselves have been spammed quite a bit. So I feel like already this season, there was a decent amount of chaos with mobility, and a decent amount of chaos with explosions, and these bows just amp it up to an extreme degree because of the just the way they are, but also the increased spawn rate of these items. It makes early game very frustrating to play because the spawn rate is really high. So a majority of your chests you open, to me at least, it feels like you're going to be getting a bow every time. It seems like everybody starts every game with a bow. And if that's like the explosive bow or the flame bow, that could be really difficult to deal with off spawn if somebody's just repetitively shooting you with it and blowing up your building or lighting your building on fire. And because you're getting this item instead of other weapons that you would potentially be able to use to defend yourself, like a shotgun, an SMG, an MK assault rifle, it just makes early game fights really hectic, and you oftentimes don't have mats to deal with these bows or to deal with like the effect of whatever the bow is. So I really do not like how it is early game, and end game it also makes things really chaotic. This game that I'm going to be having in the background here, I end up winning, but it gets really crazy. I end up only on wood versus somebody who's spamming a flame bow, and pretty much everybody in this end game was playing off a bow, and it's just not fun at all, in my opinion. So like you have early game where everybody's playing off a bow, late game where everybody's just playing off a bow and playing to like cheese the game with whatever effect the bow presents, be it flame, fire, explosions, gas, whatever. People are just trying to cheese their way into victory, and it's not fun. And you also have it in early game, like I said, and you really don't have the ability to deal with it early game because you probably don't have guns since you're getting this bow instead, and you probably don't have mats if you're really early on in the game. So I feel like those are the two problems. Mainly it's like an early game and late game problem. Mid game, it's not as big of a deal if you're able to get 1v1s. Like if you're able to just fight one person, the odds of the bow being a huge problem really aren't it. It's mainly when you get a lot of people together, like early game or end game. If you are fighting somebody mid game and you get third partied by a bow, it can also be really frustrating. They hit pretty hard. The effect can be like really disorienting or just create a lot of chaos in your fight. And Chapter 3 fights already go on for a decent amount of time typically because of how bad the shotguns are this season, or how weak the shotguns are, how good our healing items are like the pizza and splashes, and just the amount of mobility people have with the Spider-Man. So fights go on for a long time, and you could just get third partied, and it can be really hard to tell where somebody is third partying you from with the bow. So I'm just not a huge fan of this for any reason. If you like playing Fortnite for actually playing Fortnite, these bows are not it, and I really do not like that they made this just an overall change to the game. I would like in the future for them to make Wild Week like an LTM that you can choose to play, and then if you don't want to play, you could just play pubs and play normal. I know you could just play arena, but we've talked about that already. Solo arena is terrible. There's not a person on earth who wants to play solo arena. There's barely people on earth who want to play normal solos, and like solo arena is just like an extra level of annoying. So yeah, I don't enjoy this Wild Week. It's really depressing. I think this season is really good, and I really don't know why they would add this to the game when there's so many other things they could do to make the game good. I feel like everybody this season has complained about how bad the shotguns are. Imagine if we got Shotgun Week and we got like the pump and the tac shotgun back, or even one of the old school unvaulting events where they unvaulted a different weapon every single day. I think a lot of people would like to see the older shotguns. I think a lot of people would like to see the older ARs, and that would be fun to kind of have these weapons in Chapter 3, and it would just be one item a day rather than all of this chaos for the entire week. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And we have this tweet by Sheena BR. They're a leaker and like reporter in the Fortnite community, and they have a really good track record of being correct. And as you'll see on screen now, it says that like there is another wild week coming potentially. That's how I interpret this tweet. The bows will be here until March 1st, and then there is another wild week after that. So potentially we have 2 weeks of just nonsense in Fortnite, and it's really, really frustrating. I think this season was going really well, and I think this is actually one of the better seasons of Fortnite, and the problems with it were really easy to fix. Like, I feel like the biggest problem this season is just the meta, but the map is really good, and there's like a lot of fun items to use, and I really don't think throwing a bunch of chaos in it makes it that much more fun. I think this should definitely be an LTM, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and what you would like to see for next week's Wild Week, if there is going to be one. And if you guys haven't already subscribed, do so. I upload Fortnite content pretty much every day. Don't know how it's going to be this week because I don't want to play the game right now with the bows, but I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cancer the bows and solos. Pretty AIDS. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. It's 1v1. I have 2 builds. GG's. But yeah, they're pretty cancer, bro. I can't comprehend why they need to be in the game. What an idiot. Yeah, I have no business winning that game. I have no mats there. And I don't know if you just came in at the end, but they were all focusing me for so long. Like, it was so cheesy. But, yeah, they're only here for a week, which is cool, I guess, because it's temporary. But at the same time, why? Like, what need is there to make the game dog shit for a week? You know what I mean? Just, like, make the game good.